welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is It's Just Christine. For today's video, I'm going to be planning for the week of June 9th to the 15th, and I'm using this kit from the Pretty Pink Co. It's called Spring Riverside. On the quote box, it says, "Adapt the pace of nature, her secret is patience." So that's the full boxes. Here are the functional boxes. And then we have the layering pieces, bottom washi, day covers, and headers. This is the floral sheets. Well, the floral sheet. And then I also grabbed the floral washi in the deco bundle. And then I also grabbed the alcohol ink swatches in her washi paper. And of course, the foil sampler sheet as well. Yeah, so if you guys are interested in this, please stay tuned. Okay, so I would like to apologize if I'm a little bit off screen. I have a new phone and I film on my phone, and I put a protective screen on top of it, and for the life of me I cannot see my screen when I'm filming anymore. So I'm not 100% sure if this is, well, during the editing it looked fine, but if for some weird reason I'm a little bit off cam, it's because of that reason. I'm still kind of finding my way around the whole entire new phone, new system, and all that jazz. So anyways, I decided to, when the Pretty Pink Co came out with this kit, I didn't originally want to purchase it. I don't know if you guys know about the Pretty Pink Co, but when she has new releases, she usually does a sneak peek of what she's going to release, mainly during her big collective sales. And this is one of those times where she did that. She released, I believe, like five or six collections, and one of them is this collection. For some weird reason, the sneak peek that she did was of the ducklings, and I was like, okay, I don't really want a farm kit. So then I was like, okay, I am not going to grab this. But the other ones that she sneak peeked, I really was in love with. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get those other kits, but I'm not gonna get this kit. And then when she came out with the full boxes and I saw the whole entire collection, I totally fell in love with this kit. I am a fan of, well, my favorite color is green. If you guys don't know that, if this is the first time you guys are watching my videos, but my favorite color is green. And then I really love how green goes with very neutral colors. So this definitely is within that line of neutrals and greens. So I am totally in love with this kit. I think there was a similar, which kit was that? There was a winter kit that Starlight Paper Studio released last year, and I used it in January, which is kind of like totally the same color vibes. And this is, I think, like the spring version of that kit. And I really love it. And the fact that I paired it with these craft paper butterflies, also from the Pretty Pink Co, I think it just totally took it at a whole nother level. My only issue with this is these washi paper florals is from the Pretty Pink Co's bundle, the deco bundle. So therefore, they're not as long as the page. And I really wish that she would make that a little bit longer, because it's easier to tear down paper to the size that you want rather than it be short of, of florals. So anyways, let me get back to the planning here, because this page right here, I would have edited this out, but I really wanted to show this. I had, as much as I love this kit, I had difficulties planning with it because I I was really stuck in like a little creative rut in the last few bits. And this kind of, I still kind of am, but at the same time a little bit more comfortable planning now, whereas this one I was still kind of like uncertain, and I was totally unsure of how I was going to do this full boxes. So what I did there here is just like, okay, I'm gonna leave that page alone, and then I'm gonna continue on with this page. I believe this was actually a couple of days after, because I just wanted to leave it alone and then get back to it. I've been using this clear paper that a lot of planners also use. I just find that the Pretty Pinko's paper sometimes is really, really rough on the planner sheets. So I was like, okay, I don't want to like keep pulling it up and then having this sticky mess and issue, which I am going to be showing you, because I had that issue with the previous page. As you guys saw, I stuck on the full boxes and also the, what is that, the alcohol ink swatches, and I pulled it all up because I just was not happy with it. So I just left it in this final video because I wanted to show you guys how difficult it is for me to plan my day. It's like I keep changing my mind on how I want things to look like. And I think this clear backing really does kind of help me visualize how I want things to look like. So I'm really glad whoever thought of this idea. And I know I'm so super late to the bandwagon, but it's here. It's most likely going to stay. Most of the time when I'm planning, I'm like, I just go with the flow. I just let it take me where I need to be taken. But the last few plan with me's, no one was taking me anywhere. And that's the reason why I've been having such issues. So anyways, I also use these alcohol, they're not alcohol ink swatches, they're more like kind of the gingham pattern in the silver foil and also in that brown pattern. That is from the Pretty Pinko as well, but that was in her advent calendar. I don't know if it was from last year or the year before, but I thought, I'm like, well, since I have it, I might as well use it. The butterflies, the craft paper butterflies, is also from the Pretty Pinko, if I didn't mention it. It was also from her advent calendar. And I'm pretty sure it was last year rather than the year before. And like I said, I really love how it turned out. If I was able to use all this butterflies in this page, I would have. But I really, really wanted to keep some for my other spreads because, like I said, I really love how it turns out. I just really think it's so cute. So here I kind of, like I said, I pulled up all the full boxes. As you guys can see, the page is looking a little bit rough because I practically ripped most of the page. It's good that the Sadie stickers planners or the inserts are thick so that I didn't, even though the page is ripped, it didn't go like all the way through to the other side. And then I also took out the alcohol ink swatches. That's the reason why this page is so sticky. You guys will notice that I'm having a hard time like pulling up the clear backing. And yeah. So anyways, here is another one of me trying to create some kind of pretty I don't know, pretty collage to put on this page. I don't know if it's just me, but even though I am having a fun time creating these collages, I feel like since I'm doing it separately, I don't know if it looks kind of like they're kind of like disassociated to each other, if that makes sense. I know they're from the same collection and I'm using the same things between the two pages, but I don't know, for me it feels like it doesn't look as cohesive as I want it to look. But like I said, I'm going to pick my battles as of right now because I just want to be out of this little creative blockage that I'm having. That girl that you see that I used on the sidebar, that's actually from Blissful Jade Designs. It's one of her summer freebies. And I really think that it just went well with the overall theme of the the kit. There you go. Wow, I'm having really hard time looking for my words. I wasn't really a fan of the full box of the little girl, and so therefore when I saw this in my collection or like in my stash, I was like, okay, I might as well just take it, use it. It is kind of like her summer freebie, but since it's basically a girl with a straw hat, I was like, it will work. It will totally work for spring. So, and her clothes are neutral enough for it to blend in with the whole entire page. And then here, I'm just finishing up with a sidebar. I do create like a little quote box at the bottom. The quote was also from the Pretty Pink Co's advent calendar from 2 years ago. That one I totally remember because when I opened it up, I really do like the quote boxes. It's just they're all in like the brown neutral color, and it's really hard for me to kind of use it in other spreads, especially if it's so bright or very colorful. But this one actually looks really, really nice because it goes so very well with the neutral colors of this kit. I don't remember what the quote says. It's something to do about flying. With her wings, something she flies. And I thought it would just look really amazing because I put so much butterflies and I thought it would just work with it. So here is the day by day. I've had this Sadie stickers box, these clear boxes, and to be honest, I really don't know what to do with them. I thought I could decorate it with the page like this here, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So I didn't end up using it throughout the spreads, which is totally fine because I can definitely use it, find another way to use it with, or like how to use it. But anyways, so let's go back to the day by day. On Monday is always my late shift, so I slept in. It was a busy day, but like I said, Mondays is always a busy day. Whether it be Monday or if like any first day of the week, whether it be like someone's first day could be like Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. I just find the first day of work is always crazy and it's always very, very busy. So my work is no different. It's always crazy on a Monday. I also got Happy Mail on that day, which is the Dash of Sun Happy Mail. I think this was the barbecue kit, the Splash and Sizzle kit. And I didn't buy the whole entire kit. I just got some sheets from the deco bundle because I wanted to use it in my B6 bullet journal. And I think that turned out so very pretty. I'm so glad that I did grab it eventually. Um, and for some weird reason, on Monday night, I went to sleep quite late. I went to sleep at 5 in the morning. I don't know why, but I just wrote down that I slept late. Sometimes I have those days where like sleeping just totally skips me. So zero sleep on that day because on Tuesday morning I actually had to wake up early at 8:30 in the morning because I had to drop off my parents and my uncle to their respective appointments. So 5, 6, 7, I had like 3, 4 hours of sleep, which I've to be honest, I've gone less sleep when I was like in school, but now that I'm getting older, I feel like sleep, the 8 hours sleep is so totally needed. I was late for work because of all the drop offs that I did, but that's totally fine because my work knew that I was going to be late, and I actually had a dentist appointment on this day as well. And since I went to sleep so late the night before, I actually went to sleep quite early on this day, which I totally needed because I felt like a zombie at the end of the day already. On Wednesday, I had to drop off my dad at his dentist appointment. And then I went to grab breakfast before I went to work. I was done late on this day, and after that, I was watching at night. I was watching Project Runway. I don't know if you guys ever watched Project Runway, but I love watching that. Even when I was a kid, when it first started, it was definitely one of those shows that I really love watching, and even until now it's like on YouTube, so I just YouTube the whole entire season, and they don't have any commercials and stuff like that, so it's like perfect for me. And then on Thursday I was late for work. And when I say I was late for work, it means that I had to rush early, like I had to rush my morning routine, and then I didn't get to have breakfast, and so I just got to work on time. Usually if I am on time, or like if I'm not late for work, quote and unquote, I would have enough time to kind of like dilly dally, getting things done, like doing my skincare routine and then getting breakfast. So yeah. So I was kind of late for work, but it was such a slow day. And since it was a slow day, I decided to just kind of like leave a bit early from work since I did start early. And then my husband and I met at a mall near my work, because it was close to the highway. He was going off somewhere, and then I was going home after that. And then at home, I just filmed my June lineup. And then on Friday was a working day for me, unfortunately. And then after work, I did some Costco run, which is very dangerous because any Costco run is very dangerous. We go in for one thing and then we come out with a bunch of stuff. And then after that, I did do a lot of YouTube binge. I don't know what I was watching, but since I was watching Project Runway before that, most likely I was watching more of the Project Runway, and I was probably also watching a lot of like planner videos. Usually I kind of hoard Kat's videos and Christy's videos, and then I binge watched them like one after the other. I actually have to watch more videos other than Kat's and Christy's videos. Mind you, theirs is always very entertaining, and that's the reason why I love watching their videos. But I do need to kind of like go out there and watch more planner videos. And then for this day, I posted my June lineup, which I filmed on Thursday. And then on Saturday was a no work day for me, so I did get to sleep in. I believe we got up at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock in the morning. And then we went to an Asian mall near us. It's called Pacific Mall. I got some Korean chicken. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those like really large Korean chicken, deep fried chicken. It's so good. And I also grabbed some popcorn chicken. It's kind of just like those bite-sized popcorn, like chicken nuggets. And then I also grabbed some bubble tea on that day. And at night, I did the laundry. I started doing the laundry on Saturday. Usually, if I have a lot of things that I need to change, like my bed sheets, I change every 2 weeks. Our towels, we change every week. So sometimes I start laundry a little bit earlier so that I don't have a lot of laundry to kind of like do on Sunday. So on Sunday, we got our Amazon package that we bought, which is our shoe storage. It's like these clear plastics where you can just store your shoes. And so we decided to grab those for all our shoes so that they're just in one place and it's all the same sizes, the same boxes, and we just got rid of all our boxes. And then my husband and I did go downtown Toronto because I needed to get new glasses. And I only ever get my glasses at a store in Chinatown, which is called Apollo. So I always get it there ever since I was a little kid. Since I was started wearing glasses, I've always gotten it in the same place, and I'm never gonna change getting it from there. But yeah, so that is everything that I did this week. Hope you guys like this video. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you so much. Bye!